Chapter 3, Section 3, Adding and Subtracting Decimals. We've been doing a little bit of this, but now they're going to get a little harder because the decimal links are going to be different links. Some are going to have 2 decimal points, some are going to have 1, some are going to have 3, trying to add them all together. So again, I put the decimal place value chart on your notes there just to reference. We're not going to do any rounding this time. Like last section, we're going to keep them all the numbers they are. And add them together. So when we add decimals, we need to line up the decimal points and add any zeros to make the numbers the same length. So if you look here, this first number, 7.43, added to 11.3. See how I lined the decimal points right up on top of each other? Well, the problem is you have this blank here, and that is where you would put your 0. Now my decimals are all the same length. The end of the same spot, the decimal point is in the same spot, and now I can just add. So in my answer, my decimal point is going to come straight down. 3 plus 0 is 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. And 1. So my final answer is 18.73. So making sure to line up the decimal points and add the numbers after that. Don't forget your decimal in the answer. Next one here, I have 11.561 plus 12.2. Notice there's 2 empty spots, so those are both going to get zeros here. 1 plus 0 is 1. 6 plus 0 is 6. 5 plus 2 is 7. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1 plus 1 is 2. And my decimal point is in the same line all the way down. So that's adding decimals. Subtracting decimals is very, very similar. We're going to stack them by lining up the decimals and then add our zeros in there. So first number, 12.43 minus 10.5. And there's this blank here, so we'll put a 0. And you don't have to write the line under there. I'm just doing that to show you where the blank is. Then we're going to subtract. Just like regular subtraction, decimal point's going to end up in the same spot all the way down. So 3 minus 0 is 3. 4 minus 5 we have to borrow. So that 2 becomes a 1. Then we have 14 minus 5 is 9. 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So we have 1.93. That's our final one. Next one. Do this one in a different color just to distinguish. 13.67. And again, 0.83. Line up the decimal points. Just because there's a 0 at the beginning doesn't mean we can't line up the decimal points and subtract. 7 minus 3 is 4. 6 minus 8 we have to borrow. 16 minus 8 now is 8. Decimal point comes straight down. 2 minus 0 is 2. 1 minus nothing is 1. So you have 12.84. So remember, line up the decimal points when adding and subtracting. Alright, solving with a given variable. We did some of this in the last chapter where you're given something to solve and you're given what that number is. So if you look, x equals 2.3, you're going to take this 2.3 and it's going to replace this x. So I'm going to have 8.43 minus 2.3. So we write that as a subtraction problem. 8.43 minus 2.3 and add your 0, so now they're all the same length. 3 minus 0 is 0. 4 minus 3 is 1. Decimal stays in the same spot the whole time. 8 minus 2 is 6. 6.1. One more to practice here. My x value is 3.6, so this 3.6 is going to replace this x. So I'm going to have 9.54 plus 3.6. So we'll line them up. And because there's a blank there, I'm going to add my 0. 4 plus 0 is 4. 5 plus 6 is 11, so the 1 goes here and a 1 comes up here. Your decimal place goes down. 9 plus 3 is 12, plus another 1 is 13. So there's our final answer. Make sure as you do these problems for your homework that we're not using a calculator. I'm confident you guys can push calculator buttons and find the answers for these. So we're going to do no calculator, page 106, numbers 1 through 11, 14, 15, 18, 20, 31, 32, 36, 37. Be careful, make sure when it says add, you're adding, and when it says subtract, you're subtracting. Also be careful to copy your problems correctly. You notice on here there's this review assignment. If you have time in class, if you finish the page 106 assignment, you may start on page 108. We will be working on that in class on Thursday.